All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 13. Okay, so Mick Creeper Teacher is stalking Fuyutsuki, and Onizuka has thwarted his room setup.
Yeah, they had their first clash.
Yes, it was very chaotic and hilarious and amazing. Onizuka was like a 10-year-old just being like, oh, what's this doing? And now...
Now we have to see how it'll all go down.
Yeah. I think the main thing is that how the creepy math teacher guy is going to try and spin this against Onizuka.
Sure.
Or if he's going to try and play it off like nothing happened.
And if so, then what will be the next step for him, as he has not gotten closer to Fuyutsuki?
I think he could try to play some kind of victim card or something. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into this. Na 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 no na Gino. Na 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 da da. Na 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 do do know. Na 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 na. Saturday, wow, crash into the rolling morning flash. I'm in the coolest driver's high. All right. Here we go. Down. Your everything hurt? Oh my gosh. So, is he being manipulated by the girl?
I don't know.
Because she did have a creepy look last episode.
Right.
Okay, so
I doubt he's trying to keep it chill on the girl because he's so set on Fuyutsuki.
Right. Yeah. Just that little flash. Oh, she's so nice. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And that's where the trouble comes in.
Oh my.
Okay.
This is his weapon against Onizuka. What? Oh no, Onizuka's doing... Oh my god, Onizuka. Wow. This is the perfect time as well. With the kawaii, like, oh my god, and it's over his... It's like a dick, like, ah! Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! What happened?
Yeah.
Society something.
鬼塚先生がその会長さんを怒りのあまり失神させてしまったそうです。君は我が学園を潰す気かね。あの方有名な圧力団体、あ、いや婦人団体の会長さんなんですよ。
How is he making the elephant
議会議
cry?
員で
Don't question it.
方の目の前でフラチな格好を晒すなんて。
Oh, my blood pressure.
君に失敗させたくない。全くどういう理由で理事長がこんな野獣を飼ってるのかさっぱりわからん。冬月先生は黙っていてください。
That is true, though. He doesn't take it that seriously.
No.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
遊びの何がいけないんですか。
いい大学に入っていい会社に就職して出世できるかどうかがたかがこの
Crazy to think, like.
何カビ臭いこと言ってるんですか。今や
Yeah.
大企業だって倒産する時代ですよ。
Oh my gosh! Wow.
年取ってからのうん十年より中学高校の6年間の方がずっと大事だって思いますけどね、俺は。
Yes. Oh, look at Fuyutsuki. Yes. Oh! Oh! Oh!
鬼塚先生、教頭先生。
What? What? Unbelievable! Yeah.
やだな、事故っすよ事故。俺はただ立ち上がろうとしただけで。
貴様が全部やったんだ。何がそうだ、何がブー。
He's actually losing it. Yeah.
そんなことされたらおまんまの食い上げでございますだよ。やってねえって言ってんだろ。
うるさい、絶対やったんだ。
まだ言ってるか。やってねやってねやってね。ごちゃごちゃ抜かしてと頭から。
Oh my god, now he's about to do something. Yeah. Someone step in. Someone step in.
やっぱ俺教師には向いてねえ
You're
んだよ
thinking that now?
どこ行くんですか？
コンビニデューダ買ってくる。
鬼塚先生。
Oh.
ママと話してる時もなんか楽しそう
Wait
だ
a
った。
minute. Is he doing her
なん
work?
かいいことあったの？
It looks like he might be.
I think he's doing her work.
約束よね。私たちの間には。
Look how terrified he is.
Yeah.
This is not a healthy.
ちょっとひだみちゃん。
はい。
今晩先生のところにお伺いする予定だった冬月というものなんですけど、ちょっと同僚の介抱で行けなくなって。
鬼塚っす。
Ah!
鬼塚先生、静かにしてください。
鬼塚です。鬼塚に気をつけて。
あ、もうとにかくそういうことでお伝えしていただければ。ちょっといい加減に。あ。
Oh my god.
どんな人なのかしら。冬月先生。
What the heck?
Okay, so.
それは。
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
お仕置きよ。なめなさい。
What the heck?
Holy crap!
Holy crap, indeed.
知ってるのよ。あなたが私のパパやママの地位を利用したいだけってこと。
Whoa.
私なんかの言いなりにはならないわよね。
Jeez. Yeah, like that's nothing like completely weird, but like I'm almost glad I didn't have to see that. That's just kind of that turns my stomach.
こいつ昔から飲むとこうなんですよ。
人が弱ってるって思って言いたいこと言う。
Yeah.
何度でも言ってやる。てめえなんかもともと教師には向いてねえんだ。遅かれ早かれお前はクビになる運命だったんだよ。
Yep, nothing's happened. The chairwoman still has the last say, you know.
俺の水拳が炸裂。
Oh! Flawless technique! Whoa!
あ、鬼塚先生。
本当はね、こんなのが教師だなんて未だに信じらんないっすよ。
Oh my god, Onizuka, I love you.
ね、ちょっとだけ教師にバカにされてた口だから、あいつらバカにはとことん冷たいでしょ。
そんなこと。
バカにされるたびに思いましたよ。お前ら俺たち見下せるほどすげえ人間なのかって。
Whoa,
口
yeah.
はバカだけど素直にす
That
げえ
makes sense.
わかるな、それ。もう毎日学校が楽しくて。
俺が羨ましいのはそれっすよ。
She's like,
こんな奴が他人なら学校が面白くないはずがないじゃないかって。
鬼塚にと
oh!
これより晩飯の
Yes!
に手前へまい。
待て。
That'll sober him up.
Oh my god!
いいから早く上がってこい。
特別に君の解雇を保留するということになった。
Okay.
よかったですね、鬼塚先生。クビじゃないんです。
Why?
マジラッキー。
君にはテストを受けてもらわにゃならんのだ。
Oh. This is a trap. It's a trap.
Well, but it's a standardized test.
生徒が受ける年3
そしてそのテストで全国1位を取ることが
What?
条件。
See,
What?
yeah,
That,
ですよ、そんな。
yeah.
いくら高校に
exactly.
バシッと全国1位を取って伊達に教師やってないこと見せつけ
In
て
this,
やりますよ。
you know, in a classic Onizuka fashion, it's not like he can lose ever, right?
Right.
Oh,
てめえやる気あんのかよ。5教科合わせてたったの49点。
so that was his test, right?
Or
Like a
or
test
like
of the
a
test.
mock
A
test.
mock test.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
ここ22年やってねえから
The last 22 years?
Wait, weren't you born 22 years
Yeah.
ago? Oh, here she is.
鬼塚先生、太田秀美です。ほら、あなたが顔面シャワー決めた母とこの会長の娘です。
あのババア。いや。
Was he scratching his butt just earlier?
Yeah, I
いろい
think
ろ
so.
話は聞いてます。大変なことになってるみたいですね。だから今回の件全部なかったことにしてあげてって頼んであげる。
本当っすかそれ。
Wow, she probably has her mother as well.
私にはめちゃくちゃ甘いから。
Oh
それに
boy.
議員のパパだって私の頼みなら何でも
Oh
聞
my
いてくれる
gosh.
し。でも、
Yeah, here it
聞い
is.
てくれる？
もちろん。
私の足舐めてちょうだい。私のペットになればあなたの首つなげてあ
Oh
げるわ。
my god.
テーブルの下に潜って綺麗に舐めるのよ。
She's gonna get
男と
slapped.
同じよ。私の言いなりに。あ。外で何するのよ。クビになりたいの？
お仕置きだ。
Here's the punishment.
ちょっと大人に生意気な口聞くんじゃねえぞ。
避けるなよ。バカ教師のくせに。
Get wrecked! But now these two are diametrically opposed.
Yeah.
There will be war.
全国一が取れるはず。
Good lord.
下手くそ。
計画
もっと
通り。
丁寧に舐めろっていつも言ってるでしょ。
Oh.
ペットのくせに鬼塚にもあった。
何をした？あいつに何を喋ったんだ？
うるさい。なんなのあいつ。私のお尻叩いたのよ。パパやママにもお尻なんて叩かれたこと一度もなかったのに。
That might
Yeah, we can
explain.
tell.
That might
Yeah.
explain something.
絶対許せない。あの猿教師。絶対私のペットにして私の足を舐めさせてやるわ。
All right. Okay.
So
This changes
this
everything.
changes everything.
What the
Strangely
heck?
enough, it might make it so that Mr. Pervert Math Teacher and Onizuka
Team up.
Might team up. They might
To
have
take
like,
down
a
an even
common
greater
enemy.
monster.
Yeah.
Like-
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Like,
this guy's
what?
got some issues, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. But
sure.
she,
But-
holy crap. Like,
And now I don't get the whole conflict how of like I don't think they actually showed the whole thing of it being like, yeah, Onizuka, you're gonna get laid off or fired or whatever. Because the vice principal has said all kinds of stuff and it's never amounted to things, so
no. I think what it is that President Oda, she has some kind of oversight ability that would just bring problems for the school as a whole. So it's in either you do what we want,
Right.
or we will make your school
Yeah.
go through living hell, basically.
and I just find it kind of
that-
interesting that the president of the school wasn't
You mean the chairwoman?
the chairwoman
Yeah.
like wasn't at
She
all,
wasn't
like,
present,
even
I guess.
shown. Well, yeah,
That's
but-
why I think she's going to be brought in a future episode.
Sure. Because you would think that she's the one, you know, like, if Onizuka has stayed here all this time, you would think that that means that the vice principal doesn't actually have control over whether he stays
That's why
or
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not either, because, you know, it's Onizuka. But, oh boy, this is
a whole different type of conflict.
a whole new enemy, whole new monster. Wow.
All right, Onizuka.
Yep. What you gonna do?
Better buckle up your britches and get this going.
All right.
Okay.
I did not see this coming. She seemed
that was
a
so
bit
funny.
off in the previous episode, you know, but
But it's just a look.
it's just a look.
She had this little like,
Yeah, like I thought maybe she was like in love with the math teacher and was like gonna help like scheme to get rid of his enemies or something like that.
Yeah.
This is something else. This is like, okay, Onizuka, like the show, right, does sort of a monster of the week formula, right? Like with like the next issue that Onizuka has to face, and sometimes it lasts for more than one episode, but I did not expect this. Like, I expected them to continue with the pervert math teacher until his whole thing was done, and then there would be something else. But this, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, they've roped in now a whole new set of conflicts.
Yep.
And they've added complexity to the math teacher's conflict where you now think, okay, the problem is not that the teacher, the president Oda or whatever, the mom, is moving towards the school and stuff. What the issue is that whatever this girl's teaching, like whatever she's been taught growing up, is something that Onizuka is going to have to correct as a teacher should.
Yes.
And that because she's been tutored, she's able to manipulate her current teacher and her parents, who are supposed to be teaching her most things.
Right.
She believes herself to be in a position of power and leverage. So when Onizuka does something that would probably be not the right choice, by spanking her, her worldview just shatters for a second because she's like, how could he do this? Like, it's like, well, people can make choices that you disagree with. They might not have been the right thing to do necessarily, but you can't control everyone.
And if Onizuka hadn't been in danger of being fired before, he most certainly would be now.
So the question is, Jacob, do you think Onizuka is under more of a danger of him actually being fired, or this girl trying to get at him in a more devious way, like something that would defame him in the same way as the students tried in the first few episodes?
Yeah, I don't know, because him being fired is the equivalent of like him dying, kind of,
right?
Like,
so
because like they could have him move to a different school, but I doubt that's going to happen, right?
For sure.
Or at least not anytime soon, not without prep and like resolving all the things with the other students at the school. That being said, that seems like the obvious and best way to attack him. Like I'm sure this girl could come up with some other ways of going after him.
Right.
Because we don't know necessarily who is under her thumb or her foot in this case, but
we do know that she wants him to be her pet now, even more.
Yes.
So I think that's
true.
the kind of thing where she would want him to be a teacher, but her teacher.
Right, yeah.
Someone that she would own. So I think that what we're going to see is Fuyutsuki get targeted. And it'll be the way that this girl is smart enough to try and get to Onizuka in an underhanded way.
But if that happens, that could also be how the pervert math teacher ends up teaming against him. Because this is the thing that is crazy about this. The first episode was a setup episode. It was an establishing of conflict, and there was a semi-resolution with the whole thing at the end. And him swinging around the baseball bat while his head's through a computer monitor. But it wasn't entirely resolved, right?
Right.
This is introducing a new threat, a new conflict that is also not resolved, right? So it's basically just ballooning the issues and the problems and such. It's almost like they're trying to set up like an arc of this show,
which is awesome,
which would be crazy, and I'm so excited for however they handle this.
Yeah. I think it would be really cool to see Onizuka have a back and forth give and go with someone that's a legitimate threat to him.
It turns into an actual like slugfest and stuff.
Well,
like not literally, but like
I know what you mean in that it's a trading of blows.
Yeah,
it's a trading of attacks essentially, and you have to react and then counter with your own.
In a way, with this girl on the scene, Aizawa doesn't seem like as big of a problem now. Like
Aizawa's effectively been neutralized by
Toriko.
Well,
or That
was the nickname they gave her.
Right.
But yes, her friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved Ryuji coming in to be the bro in this case when Onizuka was drunk because Onizuka needed to relieve some stress. But Fuyutsuki also really cool. In this episode, she was noting something about the way he talked about what it means to be a teacher.
Right.
And it's something resonated with her. Now, I'm curious if this is actually a hint at Fuyutsuki backstory in that when she was a, junior high student, she would have loved to have a teacher like Onizuka, or she had a teacher that was actually very similar to Onizuka and they were canned. Like, what if she, remembers someone who was a really good teacher like that?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, yeah, they're great. Oh, no. They got, removed from school or something.
There's tons of different things that they could do with any of the characters, really, as far as comparing their own experiences to what things are like with Onizuka here.
Right.
Both in the way that that it seems to be setting up with, like, Aizawa and the other students of there was a negative effect, from a previous teacher, and Onizuka is just now completely different.
Right.
Or something, like what you're saying, where there was that teacher that made school fun for them or whatever, and then and then either they got fired or there's the whole idea of, but it was just fun for them because they were like a model student, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Or maybe Fuyutsuki sees that that the influence he's having on the kids is so good, and everyone else isn't really kind of noticing that. They've kind of just forgotten about the fact that this class used to be like the worst class ever.
Yep.
And people would generally quit super quickly, and it's been like a while now.
Yep.
Things are going pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, with the mild incident here and there that gets resolved.
Yeah.
But overall, he's still here at least, right?
Right, which makes it kind of interesting that this is even a problem. Like if anything, the real problem seemed to come up when he started shaking the vice principal.
He has to be a little bit careful with when he's touching people. Now, I don't know if this is different, a while ago because Onizuka came out a while ago. But generally, when you get into physical contact with anyone in a professional environment, it better be extremely worth risking it. Right. Essentially, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is, I don't think actually, based on kind of what the tutor girl, I still don't know her name, but the way she kind of went back to the math teacher guy. Teshigawa, yeah. He was the one that she told about the fact that Onizuka spanked her. She didn't tell her mom.
Yeah.
She didn't tell, anyone else.
She went back to a place where she could feel powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means her own lust for power will be her undoing.
Right, which is just great. And the idea that she's telling it to him could, is that, and I don't know if she told him that that Onizuka spanked her or not, but
he did. She did, yeah.
But those kinds of things might give Teshigawa some perspective. It might make him think maybe I don't have to be under her thumb or toe.
I do like, though, just to throw this in there, I do like, though, how it's set up why he really needs this tutoring job.
Yes.
Remember the whole thing about teachers not being paid a lot?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And he works full time. He works lots of hours at the school, but he still does this tutoring job, which means that he's not just doing it for the points he would get with some,
some big shot, yeah.
Well, the mom.
Right.
It's
probably
because
a money
the money
thing,
is
too.
actually really good. And I've seen people who do tutoring kind of gigs for really rich families and stuff, and you can get paid some pretty good money. So
even while he's licking her foot in her room, he's probably on the clock.
So I don't really feel too sorry for him about just who he is and stuff. Because in a lot of ways, his choices didn't lead him into this position to tutor her, but in some ways his personality is one that hasn't gotten him out of this situation yet.
Sure, and it could also be something where because of, like, the whole fact, you know, that he's stalking Fuyutsuki and stuff, and this girl knows it.
Yeah.
That's additional leverage that she has over
Totally.
him. Like,
yep.
So
yeah, that's,
yeah.
I'm saying that the reason why he's here tutoring her is just complete random, I'd say, like, chance that it happened to be her.
It probably started as a money thing to help fund all the tech
Sure.
he wanted to buy to stalk Fuyutsuki, and then got out of hand.
Yeah, but the fact that, you know, he's stuck in this is his own fault.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't really feel too much sympathy for him. But we have a new villain. She's terrifying.
Yeah.
She is actually pretty hard to, I would say, tackle as far as a problem for Onizuka.
Right.
And now he has this test thing, which I'm like, that's bogus.
I figured he was just gonna, like, cheat. Yeah, the whole idea that, like, one, it was determined by someone who doesn't even work at the school.
Yeah.
What he'd have, like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Scooby-Doo villain, hand waving, whatever.
Right. I'm
Sure.
not worried about Ota and her little trap that she's got for Onizuka here. He'll find some way to Onizuka out of it.
Yeah.
But with what happens with her, the girl,
the daughter, yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait for more of this. Like, this is now, like, really intense in a cool way, because she's disgusting. Like, she's got issues. But the thing is that I can already see multiple little ways that they can solve this.
Sure.
The mother, I don't think, is fully aware of what she's doing. But I also think it would be really interesting to have Onizuka just show up at their house. And basically, like, you know, they were saying that, like, Fuyutsuki was going to cook dinner for Teshigawara, right?
Yeah.
What if Onizuka showed up with, like, a full meal and stuff, as just to be like, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry about this whole situation.
And Fuyutsuki was actually the one who cooked it.
Well, yeah, there's tons of ways. Yes, exactly. That's a great idea. But there's tons of ways where he could basically use his good charm and nature to...
Yeah.
You know, basically like, hey, here's a boon. I know you've got to do this thing. And it's like, you're just doing your job. You're doing a great job and stuff. And it's like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, well, of course. Yeah, come in. I mean, yeah, you're weird and stuff. But, and then he's like, starts talking to her, and he starts bringing up the daughter and stuff. He's like, oh, so what school does she go to? You know, it's like, oh, she's actually tutored by Teshigawara.
Right.
Oh, interesting. I know Teshigawara. He's a fantastic teacher. Yeah. And he could start doing this. And she would be like in the background, just being like just so triggered that, like, this, you know, this guy that she can't control is here.
And then he goes to Teshigawara and he's like, hey, you want me to help you out here, bro? You know?
Yeah.
One of the other things that I would love to see, and they're totally not going to do this because they don't seem to do the thing of the students helping Onizuka, or at least he doesn't try to get them.
No, but
they have
in the past.
They have in the past, but not at his request, right?
Right.
And because of the comparison that is made, not that is intentionally made, but just because of how much worse she is than Aizawa.
Yes.
There's a part of me that
wants to sick Aizawa on her.
Wants to sick Aizawa on her, and basically just Aizawa would be like, oh man, this bitch is crazy. Like, even crazier than me. Okay, let's see what we can do.
I have standards. Aizawa's like,
exactly.
No one touches my feet. Like,
hey, this is my turf. What are you doing encroaching on my turf? You know?
Oh, you mean if she comes to the school.
Right, well,
and starts throwing her weight around.
Well, because I think she might already be at the school, and she's just not in Onizuka's class, because she's tutoring with Teshigawara, which means that she probably goes to that school, because I don't think Teshigawara...
Or maybe she went to that school at some point.
Yeah, or something. Like, there's some sort of connection
What if she's an X3... Like she...
person from this class?
Yeah. And she was, you know, she had bad behavior and stuff, so she, instead of graduating, she had to go and do special tutoring. That could be it. The reason why she's getting tutoring is not to do with the fact that she's, you know, in a rich family and stuff, is that she could have been at the school at 3-4, and she was one of the worst last year.
Okay.
And they're like, nah, you are a problem. We're not graduating you. And she's like, mother, they wouldn't graduate me. And she's like, oh, they obviously don't understand you and stuff. I will get you the best tutor, and you don't have to take that nasty class
and
again.
Then naturally, when she gets Teshigawara as a tutor, she makes it so that he just does all the work for her.
Right.
Which kind of would be a problem when you get to, like, tests and things. But I guess if he's the math teacher, he might also just be like, you know, just making up her tests.
He doesn't have to. I mean, okay, you're right. Yes,
like,
I mean, I do think that he actually has to show her work to the mother, though.
Probably, but he could probably fake it. You know,
that's my point. He.
And
if
the
he's
mother's
really that nervous about his position, he'd find a way, you know.
And especially with the mother, like, I get the feeling, okay, just the fact that the daughter is like this and leading this double life of blackmailing teachers and stuff like that, and just the fact that, like, for instance, that the mother lets her daughter be in a closed off room for extended periods of time with an older dude and not bothering to check on them or anything. Like, you'd think something like that would be done in, like, the living room or something like that.
Yeah, you know? that is a power dynamic that you don't generally have in a setting like this.
So the mother is probably very hands off.
Yeah.
Hence why her daughter just does whatever she wants,
and then gets the mother to do whatever.
Right. Exactly.
She wants.
So here's my main curiosity. How are they going to resolve this in such a way that is different than how they resolved things with the parent-teacher conference, whatever thing, with Yoshikawa?
Yeah, like Onizuka could actually do well in the test. His students could help him cheat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking would happen. Is that basically he would end up cheating and he gets a perfect score, and it's like, how did this even happen?
Right.
Yeah, but he's just like.
The other thing that could make it work is the chairwoman comes in and she's like, "Wait, I was gone for a week.
Oh yeah,
and you are doing what?"
Yeah,
and she just basically stands up straight, and President Oda, she's like, who do you think you are coming in here? And telling us what to do, you no-paid, like, volunteer, like, to control and mess with other people's lives, and just, like, strings together, like, a string of insults. So I would love that.
That would be one of the best, most amazing things ever.
Just two old ladies just staring each other down.
But for Onizuka's coolness, I feel like if he does end up getting helped, it's going to be from the students. And
I like that.
And like maybe some of the other teachers, but it's not going to be like a veto power from on high that just says you're safe.
Both have happened, though. He has gotten veto power, you're safe, before.
Yeah.
I do think that if they completely exclude the chairwoman, then the students will be obviously involved.
And there's so many ways they could do that.
Yeah,
it would be amazing.
True. I do like also the potential of... We go into the long game here, and the girl makes the mother stop the test thing. She's like, this test thing is stupid.
Oh, because she wants Onizuka to stay at the school so that she can win?
So that she can, get her...
Sure, because before...
fingers into the old...
Right. Yeah, because before it was Onizuka versus her mother.
Right.
But now it's Onizuka versus her.
Right.
And she wants to win. She doesn't want her mother to win.
Yes,
she wants to win.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah. Okay.
She wants a pet. She doesn't want someone that has nothing to lose.
Although at the same time, that's something where it would essentially be giving Onizuka what she offered without Onizuka doing the thing that she demanded.
Yeah, that's why I think she's going to attack Fuyutsuki. And that's what you said then. That's why... Teshigawara will then back Onizuka because that's crossing a line. It's like, no, you don't go after... And they hinted at that potentially with her being like, oh, good. He's not going to be interacting with Fuyutsuki tonight.
Exactly.
That's good.
And but you'd think that she'd be smart enough to know that wouldn't work. So maybe it's something...
But she's a junior hire, so she's not necessarily that smart.
Sure. Or maybe she like tries to keep it a secret from Teshigawara kind of a thing. But then that doesn't end up working because maybe Onizuka finds out that he's also like, being blackmailed by her and all that stuff. So then he just tells him and stuff, and then
what if
I don't know.
What if they pull a thing with what's his name? Tech guy, tech student.
Kikuchi. Yeah.
What if he pulls something with the girl and they get blackmail on her?
I mean, that would be amazing. That would be amazing, and I would absolutely love it. The only reason why I kind of hope they do something different is because they did something very similar with the Yoshikawa bit. But they could totally do it and have it work amazingly. Like let's say Kikuchi manages to sneak footage of, her making Teshigawara like lick her foot, or like, you know, oh, otherwise, you know,
Teshigawara might have the tech to do it, you know.
Yeah, he totally could. I mean, he has some good.
Maybe
spy
he'll
gear.
bring a laptop with a webcam, you know.
Sure.
And he'll just, well, I don't
I don't know
about
if
this
webcams. I
time
don't think they
period.
had 'em.
Yeah.
But
I mean, possibly though.
But I mean,
they just might not be good quality.
Or if
at the
nothing
very
else,
least, it would have a microphone.
Yeah, exactly. Like audio recording.
Yeah.
We know he has that.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, this is going to be fun. So if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.